Greetings, y'all. I know y'all haven't seen me in a minute, but I am doing well. I am learning myself within every moment that comes and goes. Um, but today I was called to talk about me and my experience with just laying on the ground on a flat surface, ditching the bed consistently. And I have been consistent. And at first, when I heard about this idea, I was like, I got back pains and this and that. But you would think mentally, as we're programmed that, excuse me, as we're programmed, I don't need to be excused. As we're programmed that the bed is relaxing our physical body. And I saw a video that resonated heavily, a lot. That when you lay in the bed, it doesn't relax your muscles, right? And those muscles are definitely wrapped around our skeletal system, our bones, and our muscles are very active when our physical body is laying down in the bed. Yes, it might feel comfortable initially because, we've been laying in cribs, this and that, and our body is very physically used to that, always staying active. But I was like, okay, let me give this a try, laying on the ground, got my little blanket on the ground. I did it in my room, and at first, initially, my back was getting a little triggered based on like what pillows I was sleeping with or like what I had on my back. But that was definitely a disadvantage I've now learned, and also reflecting on that it was making my muscles rely on this pillow that was on my back because I thought the ground was just a little too much for the first night. But the second night it got better, a little bit better, and I was like, I removed the pillow from my back, and then my back just started to adjust naturally. And then the third night, it was still a little bit of pain, but it was definitely better than the first initial night that I started sleeping on the ground. So it was just like, it took me a few days to get used to it, of course. But overall, like when I wake up, it definitely helps my back. And it also definitely promotes me to stretch more right when I get up. Like I don't get right on my phone when I rise. I try not to. But I should do like a morning routine. Oh, not a morning, but a rising routine. But yeah, I typically journal. I meditate for 30 minutes. I'm starting to get that into my routine more, like meditating for at least 30 minutes out the day, at least when I first rise from my resting. I don't know why the camera is coming. But yeah, the benefits of really sleeping on the ground are very detrimental to if you have back pains. It definitely really helps for me. I am going to experiment with my body on how I feel without sleeping with a pillow, so that's going to be interesting. But sleeping on the ground definitely helps. It definitely helps my body and my skeletal system to be more active than my muscles. So when I sleep on the ground, my muscles are more in a restful state, not active at all. Compared to the bed, that's what I've definitely noticed. And also my posture definitely is getting better due to me sleeping on the ground. So it might sound crazy at first, but you should really try it out for at least a week. Be consistent with it. And it was more of a smoother transition than I thought for me because my body really did like the ground. Like I instantly fell asleep while I'm on the ground. So in other words, I fall asleep faster when I'm on the ground compared to when I'm in my bed, which is really interesting. But that just means that my body is more relaxed while I'm on the ground and my muscles aren't really active. So it just promotes me to just go to sleep faster. So that definitely makes sense now that I'm like saying it out loud. But yeah, I'm like reflecting. This is just one take. I'm not really gonna redo this because I was called to talk about sleeping on the ground, and this is definitely a sign for you to sleep on the ground. So you should do that. And yeah, lots of benefits. I also know that, like, I don't know the exact culture, but like Asian people definitely sleep on the ground. It definitely helps with their posture and stuff like that. And genuinely, I do support that because it definitely helps my physical body to relax. And I'm all about wellness, so I really wanted to try this, and it was time for me to do so and reflect on it within this video with y'all. So I did so, and yeah, this is your sign to try to sleep on the ground. It will help with your physical body, and this is what they don't want you to know. Beds are a scam, okay? They don't relax you. It's a mental thing, just like everything else in this matrix. So, yeah, y'all, thank you for tuning in, and tell me in the comments how it goes from when you sleep on the ground. And if you made it this far, comment your favorite emoji that you're using currently, okay? And yeah, peace and love, y'all. And don't forget to move your body. Don't forget to take care of yourself physically, mentally, spiritually. And yeah, put yourself first, always and forever, okay? Peace, love. See y'all.